Today we're going to talk about Market Cipher, all my tips and tricks. Let's jump into the chart. So Market Cipher is incredible, and this is being recorded for the Discord members, but we are going to put this out on YouTube, and we've done extensive coverage of Market Cipher and the reason why it's so effective. The only thing that I highly suggest you do is you change your VWAP to a line, and you can do that in your settings. But what we're really looking for is the combination of what's being presented here. So we have a bunch of things that is very important. We have our stochastics line, which is going to give us a general bias. And when they're working together, and that's these two lines up here, when they're working together in unison, they get stuck together. And you can see that here. You can see that here. You can see that here. This is showing like immense strength in a certain direction. Also, I'm looking for posturing. So are we curving to the upside? Are we trending down and looking to push back? This is very important as well. Then we get into the juice, which is the money flow, the momentum, and the VWAP. So we have money flow, we have momentum, which is the waves in here, and then we have the VWAP, which is that yellow line. Now, the reason why these work so well is that in unison, you have slow, medium, and fast. Okay, so you will see that the green will start to indicate an uptrend on the money flow, right? You'll have the momentum trigger waving, catching up, and then you'll have the VWAP posturing early. So let's look at this example right here. We have the money flow crossover right here. So we cross over here into the green. Boom. Okay, so that's your first kind of like, hey man, pay attention, we could be reversing right now. Then you have the momentum and the VWAP working together. So what happens here, and what a lot of people do, is they go into the momentum and they go, oh, it's a nice trigger wave, right? Nice trigger wave. What they fail to recognize is that the green dot is actually printed by the VWAP crossing the zero line. So you can see between here and here, the zero line, the VWAP is crossing over, which gives you almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles of warning. So you have this positive posturing on VWAP. This is what's going to give you a bias to direction, and it works in the opposite direction too. So if we just look at this positive posturing here and we want to front run this move, let's say we want a long right here. Let's go into the chart and look what happens. So look at this. We have warning sign. This is on the weekly, by the way. Warning sign. Hey, dummy, this is going to go up. Retracement. Here's our trigger wave. VWAP is posturing to the upside. Look at how much earlier you get into this massive move. Now, this applies to every single time frame. If I go and do the exact same thing on a 3-minute time frame, which we trade live every single morning, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you come and trade live with us, where you can see this happen. So you can see that money flow is increasing and crossing to the green. You can see that throughout. So this is going to give you directional bias. Look at this crossover and trigger wave in here. So we start moving our way upwards in here. We cross into the green, VWAP posturing to the upside, and up we go. We look at this on the chart. Look, continuation trade. Okay, very, very effective. If we use it with momentum, we can see in here, if we're looking for a short, we can see in here that we have the beautiful, beautiful money flow crossing to the red. So we are looking for shorts. We get a pullback in here. VWAP's overextended to the upside. Okay, momentum wave down. Look at how it front runs this red dot all the way down. Look at the dump. Okay, beautiful rotation down for a dump, making it a lower low. Perfect Market Cipher execution. Trigger wave down, down we go. Same within here. Perfect dump. VWAP front runs the red dot and down you go. Okay, so it's very effective on every single time frame. And what I love to use it for mostly is that bias. So how do you get a bias on Market Cipher? It's something that like everybody's like, oh man, you can't get a bias. You don't know which way it's going to go. How are you going to do that? So for me, I like to interpret the 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1. That's going to give me, in my opinion, the best, intraday bias for the day. So when we're looking at Market Cipher here, we can see that we have bottomed out. This is saying we've bottomed out. We are pushing out, and we could be overextended. We are overbought. this is oversold, right? So we understand that an oscillator has extremes. So when we get to an extreme, we should be using it as a warning signal that we may not want to get long up here. We may be looking for shorts, okay? Now what happens in here is that you can see a downtrending momentum start to happen. This is where you want to start considering shorts. You do not want to consider this for shorts. If you looked in this area right here, I guarantee you up until this point, you definitely do not want to be getting short. And you can see that. Okay, we push out here, we push out here. You do not want to be getting short in here. Okay, however, this is giving you your first warning sign. Not saying the bearish divergence was the place, but you can see how we are starting to get exhausted and price action eventually rolls over. Okay, so it's giving you that warning sign. The 1 hour will front run this. Okay, so the 1 hour, the 2 hour work together, the 3 and the 4 work together. So the 1 hour, we're definitely looking for pullbacks, money flow crossovers, and trigger waves. We are looking to short the trigger waves. Now, if you're unaware of this, you typically put in an anchor wave and a trigger wave. So you get anchor, trigger, okay? And this will break down. And it's even better when you have price action making a higher high and a lower high, which is a divergence, okay? And this in here, we have a higher high in here and a lower high in here, as we can see. This is giving us divergence, and this leads to that rounding and that rollover that we see in the price action quite recently. So giving us key levels, giving us overextended values, and allowing us to predict direction of the market. Now, money is still green. We are putting in an anchor wave, right? So what am I looking for today? So 4 hour positive posturing. So we're starting to push back, right? Could we see this on the 1 hour beforehand? Yes, we could. Curvature, higher high, higher low on VWAP, pushing back. Look, bullish divergence at the lows, trying to push out. So it's front running this and suggesting we come back up right now. Is it out of the woods? No, money is still red. Remember, money is going to be your trend indicator. So we're coming down here. We are looking for potential lower highs, but this is suggesting we are going to push out and maybe we get a trigger wave. Maybe that trigger wave is our higher low. This is how we predict higher high, higher low, and that's saying around Asia session this evening. So we're looking for a higher low into Asia. That's how we forecast, right? So we're looking for that. Now, one of the simplest ways for me is looking at like the 15 and the 15-minute time frame on Market Cipher. And because it's an oscillator, this is saying, hey, dummy, don't be selling, okay? Right here, this says don't press short, 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 right? Because we are downtrending here, we can see that on a money flow. Whenever we are very overextended, oversold, we are not trying to short these areas. We want to be shorting these areas. Money has told us pullbacks are for shorting. Pullbacks are for shorting, right? So we want to be shorting these areas. You see the red lines? We do not want to be selling the bottom, selling the bottom, selling the bottom, selling the bottom, selling the bottom. We can see that. So what it does do as an intraday trader, it protects you from taking trades that are stupid, in my opinion. You're oversold. Why are we selling the bottom, right? It's just like buying the top. So when we're in an uptrend, which we can see over here, okay, when we are up here, do we want to be buying? Let's look at it. Do we want to be buying these levels? I would think no. I do not want to press buy in these areas, right? We would be buying the top, right? So it protects me from taking long and short trades, the one that worked. It protects me from taking long and short trades when we're overextended. This is, I think, one of the best jobs that any oscillator does, Market Cipher especially, when we are trending. So we're trending up. We want to be looking for pullbacks to buy. Pullbacks to buy. So we want to be longing these pullbacks, okay? We do not want to be top blasting. So anything is better than buying here. So we know that the pullbacks are for buying, okay? And that's very important as well. It protects you from taking silly trades. So apply that as well. Now for scalping, one of my secret lessons is looking for that money flow crossover and higher low on VWAP. So it's very important that you wait for the money flow crossover on the short term, and then you look for your higher low, which is right here on VWAP. That's a little trick I'll show you guys in the Discord as well, and we'll back test that and go into that in further detail. But I just wanted to update you guys with some of the tips and tricks that I use on Market Cipher, and hopefully this helps you guys navigate the charts a little bit better.